No, no, it was the answer was dignitaries. But what do you mean by dignitaries? Who can be dignitary? Right.
Sir, President, Vice President, Prime Minister.
Yes. Good.
Sir, officer also. Or the chief
Officer.
guest we can say.
Sir, officer also.
Yes.
Officers, sir.
Exactly. So instead of saying only officers,
All the
you
political.
can say,
Sir, the chief guest
yeah,
can also called as a dignitary, na?
yeah, exactly. खरा आन्सर तेच आहे. कुठलीही प्रतिष्ठित सन्माननीय व्यक्ती त्याच्यासाठी इलिजिबल असते. मग हे कसं ठरवणार आपण की कुठलीही प्रतिष्ठित किंवा सन्माननीय व्यक्ती कोण आहे? For example, if you consider in this pandemic situation, any of the doctor, right, who is doing outstanding work, and it doesn't need any kind of, say, in this era of advertisement, any kind of advertisement is not necessary, right? हे सरळ सरळ ढळढळीत दिसणारं सत्य आहे. So such kind of thing, right, can be in the category of dignitaries. Rather, we expect at least such kind of, let's say, the work of an individual must be recognized, and the guard of honor is itself is considered as the recognition, the honor, right? So in fact, त्याच्यातच त्याच्या नावातच आहे सम्मान गार्ड, right? So असं नाही आहे की only that can be given to the president, vice president, prime minister, minister, say, officers, particularly called commanding officers, right? So now, for example, I will just tell you a name called Ajit Doval. So whether he will get guard of honor?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So कोणाकोणाला वाटतं yes?
Sir.
Yes, Kuntal. In fact, सगळ्यांनाच वाटलं पाहिजे की yes.
Yes, sir.
बरोबर आहे संदेश? हा. Because he himself has earned a lot of honor, right? So in real sense, he is a dignitary. Right? Forget about whether he is डिफेन्स काय म्हणू आपण त्याला, तो संरक्षण विषयक सल्लागार आहे का? भारताच्या पंतप्रधानाचा संरक्षण विषयक सल्लागार, राईट?
Yes, sir.
हे डिजिग्नेशन जरी सोडलं आपण, स्टील ही इज अ डिग्निटरी, राईट? सो अशा प्रकारच्या गोष्टी तुम्ही कन्सिडर करू शकता, राईट? म्हणजे आपण सरळ ढोबळमानाने आपल्याला दिसतं की बाबा कुठला तरी पंतप्रधान किंवा राष्ट्रपती आपल्याकडे आल्यानंतर, किंवा आपले पंतप्रधान, राष्ट्रपती, उपराष्ट्रपती दुसऱ्या देशात गेल्यानंतर त्यांना सन्मान गार्ड दिलं जातं किंवा गार्ड ऑफ ऑनर दिला जातो, राईट?
National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval.
हा, एक्झॅक्टली. भारताचा संरक्षण विषयक सल्लागार म्हणजे नॅशनल सिक्युरिटी ऍडवायझर, राईट? सो these were the things, or this was the task which was given to you as the say homework, right? I hope everyone must have at least tried to know these things. गोष्ट छोटी आहे, राईट? फक्त इथं एक पॉइंट समजून घेण्याची आवश्यकता होती की ऍक्च्युली डिग्नेटरी या शब्दाचा आवाका किती आहे. म्हणजे खरंच आपण जे समजतो ते सगळं त्याच्यामध्ये येऊ शकतं का? whether everything will fall in it or not, that you have to understand, and that was the purpose. याच्यामध्ये मग वेगवेगळे प्रश्न समोर येऊ शकतात की whether it will be only army, right? Can it be navy or air force? By the way, can it be navy or air force, or will it be only army?
Yes, sir.
Maybe
Sir, दोघं.
in army, Navy, Air Force.
It can be army, navy, or air force, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's not a bounded thing, right? So it can be either of these three. Fine. Okay. Another question. The personnel who are forming a contingent of guard of honor, should it have a fixed number of personnel? If you consider the soldiers, right? Or if you consider again the NCC, right? National Cadet Corps. So they are also having their troops, companies, sections, platoons, and many a times they are also offering guard of honor. त्यांचा नंबर फिक्स असतो का?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Screen sharing. Okay. Okay. So can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's recap some of the things. Fine. Okay. Yeah, there are some questions whether the number is fixed, what kind of rifle they can use, is it compulsory to use the rifles, right? So there are some technical questions that we can consider, right? And whenever you will be coming to academy, so you yourself will be performing a sort of guard of honor, right? So you will be offering guard of honor to the dignitaries on the occasions of our Independence Day or Republic Day, right?
Public day.
Even on day of academy foundation, right? Or some other, you can consider very shortly we will be coming across 1st May, right? So as far as Maharashtra is concerned, it is important day, and for world's laborers, again it is important. So on that occasion also, it is the organization of such events can be there, right? So there are some things which you should always keep in mind, and these are the things which you will be practically performing. Fine. So these technical questions, probably we may come back to these questions in one of the next sessions. Fine. Okay. At this moment, let it be now, and let's recap what we have gone through in yesterday's session. So these 3 words, which means a lot for us, right? we can imagine everything whenever we see these figures. We can we can imagine three colors, we can imagine three uniforms, we can imagine three equipments, right? We can imagine the territory being secured by three ways, right? Land, through water, the coastal, and through the air. Fine. So these are the some of the examples you can consider. So whenever I say equipments, so this one, and this one, right? Whenever, yes, you can have three different flags here, this one, right? And as I said, you can consider these three different kinds of uniforms, right? Though here there is a similarity, the salute for each of these cannot be done like this, right? So having salutation, right, or by each of these forces is different. इथं कसे सगळे सेम दिसतात असं होत नाही. There are different. I will also put by the end of this particular section an image which will be showing three different salutes, right? Anyway, just to understand the genesis, this is fine. And most important point, or the takeaway we have taken by this slide, or we intend to take it, ती गोष्ट म्हणजे ही आहे की here is irrespective of race, caste, religion, right? Everyone is for the same cause, right? Everyone's target is to secure the nation, right? To perform the humanitarian rescue operations, and also to look into whenever it is necessary into the internal threats, right? So these are the at least three missions by and large you can consider, right? No doubt as the force change, some of the missions get changed, right? And they are also having their own objectives, fine. And this is what the moment of feeling the proudness we can consider as far as today's armed forces, right, who are including women in each and every sector. And very recently we had a Cobra Commando team of women soldiers. We have women's in BSF likewise, fine. Okay, so we particularly then we started to look into one of the armed forces, and that was the Indian Army, right? So it's a land-based largest branch and of the Indian Armed Forces. It's a largest standing but volunteer, right? Consisting active personnel and reserve personnel. So 12 plus 9 lakhs, so around 21 lakhs you can consider, right? See, exact figure is never out, right? Though you see some figure on Wikipedia, but I suggest not to believe or not to rely on that particular number. असं कधीच होत नाही. कुठलीच आर्म फोर्सेस, कुठलीच आर्मी, एअरफोर्स, नेव्ही, त्यांचे स्वतःचे असे फिक्स नंबर ऑफ सोल्जर्स किती आहेत, ऑफिसर्स किती, that particular number will not be disclosed. Infrastructure of our army was inherited mostly, most of the infrastructure inherited by British Indian Army. Our army is being headed by the person called Chief of Army Staff, right? Because 15th of January of every year is being celebrated as Army Day, because on that day India's Lieutenant General K.M. Kariap, right, who was the first commander-in-chief after independence, had taken over by Sir Francis who was the last British commander-in-chief of the British Indian Army on 15th of January 1949. And from that day onwards, 15th of January in every year is being celebrated as the Army Day. Fine. So that is the significance. This is the courtesy where you can see the two commanders, right? The ex-commander and the standing commander at the dinner at the president, right? So then we have also considered the mission. The primary mission of Indian Army is to secure or ensure national security along with the national unity, right? So this second point is really important, right? So not only national security, but also keeping in mind the unity. Then sorry for this. Okay. Are you able to see the screen shared?
Yes.
Thank you. So to ensure national security and national unity, then to defend the nation from any kind of external aggregation and internal threats, कुठले बाह्य आक्रमण असेल किंवा अंतर्गत धुसफूस असेल, तर या दोन्ही गोष्टींपासून संरक्षण करण्याची जबाबदारी त्यांच्याकडेच आहे. To maintain peace and security within the borders, obviously, right? So securing borders along with the maintaining peace. So first priority is to maintain the peace, right? And no doubt security is always there. So it's a 24/7 job. Point. It can be requisitioned by the government of India to cope up with the internal threats, if any is there. Further, it conducts humanitarian rescue operations. These rescue operations may be during the natural calamities or during some other disturbances. Apart from these, as I said, our army get participate in the Shanti Sena of United Nations. Right? Even this particular armed force had performed in past some of the operations for other countries, for example, against LTTE, right? In Sri Lanka, when they rescued, about that Bhaskaran, Prabhakar Bhaskaran, right? Then for Myanmar, when the aggressive troops of that country have taken away their president. At that time, Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. He extended the cooperation, and in that case, our army had sent our commandos to rescue that particular president. अशा बरेचसे ऑपरेशन्स आहेत. I think today you will come across some of these names. जरी हे नाव दिसत असले तरी see, it is not convenient to see details of all these things, and in fact it is planned that you will come to know about each aspect of each of these, right? So today whatever you will be seeing, that would be only an introduction, and you can just imagine, yes, each of slide, right, in today's session would be the separate session probably. ठीक आहे. So प्रत्येक माहिती असावी म्हणून I'm just making you connected exactly काय असू शकेल. So yeah, this is the one of the examples, Operation Surya Hope. Fine. So it is in Uttarakhand. These were the things you can consider. So see how the courtesy of these army personnel towards the common man, right? The motto of Indian Army is the service before self, right? Service before self. Just hold on. So its motto, which is service before self, and really it is very important, right? You just imagine, is it possible service before self, right? So those who have inspired by patriotism, right? I would say it as nationalism as well. So they will definitely leave for the entire life for such a noble cause, right? For example, you can consider service before self, right? If something remain, if time permits, then and then self will come, right? So service before self. So what is the before self? So nation before you, right? Your stage before you, your citizens before you, right? And then your family before you. And if at last, if you remain or time permits, then the self will come, right? So service before self. So you must have heard about a buddy that is called peer, right? Whenever we will be going to the training institutes, at that time I will tell you about what is that buddy or pair. So even before, see, after going through all these things, you will be coming to self, but again before self, your buddy comes first, right? Your pair comes first, and then, as I said, if allowed, right, or permitted, then the self would be there. So service before self is the motto. There are two march, quick march and say slow march. In fact, these are the honors, right, which are being offered for to showcasing whatever new things you have inculcated, right? So, and that is another, say, option, that is the in order to show the physical endurance, right, fitness. So all these things which are being executed through these kinds of march. So this is one of the contingent or troops you can consider. In fact, basically this is of NCC, right? That to be again specifically of SWs, right? That is senior women. Anyway, and second march is the Samman Guard, right? So these are the dignitaries. Not, this is not only dignitary, this is also dignitary you can consider, right? But since he was in his country, so now he is the dignitary, right? Honorable Prime Minister of India. Fine, got it. So these were the things. I think this was we have uh, covered. Now, after knowing these things, there might be so many different questions, right? What should be the structure of army? Right? Then what should be the strength of our let's say this particular armed force? So such kind of different questions will be coming to your mind, right? And now the prashna ala's hai. So see, you can have this kind of answer. So obviously its headquarter will be headquarter is at, not will be, is at New Delhi, right? Shortly you will be coming to see its picture. So Indian Army headquarter is at New Delhi. See, geographically and operationally, it is being divided into 7 different commands. So commands you can consider divisions, right? So Indian Army itself is a unit, and now it is being divided into 7 different groups, right? For example, I'm just in order to understand, I'm just telling it, but these are not simply groups, right? तर तुम्हाला त्याला करेक्टली काय म्हणायचं असेल तर यू कॅन कन्सिडर इट ॲज कमांड, or you can call it as the division, right? So there are total 7 different commands. So operationally and geographically 7च्या 7 कमांड काही एका ठिकाणी नाही आहेत, राईट? एखादी शिमल्याला आहे, एखादी उधमपूरला आहे, एखादी कोलकात्याला आहे, एखादी लखनौला आहे, एखादी मुंबईला आहे. So these are the different places. So geographically at different places. Operational command, they are being operated by different commanding officers, they are looking for their specific job, right? म्हणजे उत्तर भारत असेल, मध्य प्रदेश असेल, उत्तर भारताच्या पलीकडचा भाग असेल, so that responsibility, the security of that particular space or that particular geographical area is the responsibility of a command situating at Lucknow. Fine. So operations, so their operations are fixed, fine, and therefore operationally and geographically there are 7 different commands. They are further divided as operational and training. So among these seven different commands, 6 are operational commands and 1 is a training command. Okay. Obviously, this is also important. If you could not have the sufficient training, so probably you would not able to execute your duties with the let's say full justice, right, to the capabilities you desire. Right? म्हणजे ज्या पद्धतीने तुम्हाला एखादी गोष्ट एक्सपेक्ट आहे, तुम्ही तशी ती तुम्हाला एक्झिक्यूट करायची असेल तर ट्रेनिंग पण त्याच पद्धतीचं पाहिजे, राईट? इफ यू वॉन्टेड टू बी बेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, so you should have best training, right, or better than the best as far as the special forces are concerned, right? So training command. Okay, let's see where these are. So operational commands, so these are the 6 operational commands. So commands, their headquarters and the state. So by the directions, their names are fixed. So Northern Command, whose headquarters is at Udhampur. So where the Udhampur is? Udhampur is in the Jammu and Kashmir.
Jammu Kashmir.
Right. Second command is called as Western Command. See, I'm just talking about only army. Right. You can see such kinds of commands for Navy and Air Force as well. Right. But at this moment, let's talk only about these commands. So Western Command, which is at Chandi Mandir. So Chandi Mandir is it? Is
Chandigarh.
nothing but the Chandigarh.
Chandigarh.
Right. Where is Chandigarh?
Punjab Haryana border.
Yeah, exactly, right. So it is another point you can consider, that is, it is a capital being shared by these 2 states, right? Okay. Third
Yes.
command is South Western Command, which is at Pathankot, right?
Punjab.
And that is in
Punjab.
right. The fourth command is Central Command, as I
Lucknow.
have given you the example, is situating at Lucknow in the Uttar Pradesh. Eastern Command is at Kolkata, which is in West Bengal. And the last operational command is Southern
South.
Command, right, which is situating at Pune, right, that is in our state. So these are the 6 different operational commands. Don't forget these names, and once you remember these names, again just associate or club these names with each of these respectively, right? In which state they are exactly, if you could not tell, that would be fine, right? But these are important. So these 2 names are important. Sometimes even question can be asked about these things, right? So northern, western, southwestern, central, eastern, and southern. So these are the different commands, right, having their headquarters at these different places. So commands and headquarters with their states. Then where is this training command? Right. So it is at Shimla. Right. Where is Shimla? Anybody?
Sir, in the northern part near Jammu Kashmir.
Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal
Ah,
Pradesh.
Right. So the specific answer is it has its own state, that is HP. Right. So Army Training Command is at Shimla. Okay. Now see another point, as we have considered the mission. So on which basis the missions of army are dependent, right? So army has embarked on an infantry modernization, and it's a program which can be known as futuristic uh, infantry soldier, right? Futuristic infantry soldier as a system, as a system. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे आर्मीनं सुरू केलेला असा एक प्रकार आहे, राईट? एम्बार्क स्टार्टेड, सुरू केलेला ऑन अन इन्फंट्री मॉडर्नायझेशन प्रोग्राम. आपल्याला माहिती आहे, सो देअर कॅन बी डिफरंट डिव्हिजन्स. इन्फंट्री कॅन बी देअर, आर्मर्ड कॅन बी देअर, टँक इन विच द टँक्स यू कॅन हॅव, राईट? ट्रेनिंग कॅन बी देअर. फाईन. सो these are the different things you can which are consisting the army, or these can be the part of army. So modernization program known as futuristic infantry soldier as a system, right? So INSAS, F INSAS. So ह्या INSAS नावाने एक रायफल पण आहे, right? खतरनाक. So infantry soldier as a system. In fact, futuristic infantry soldier. Today you have to secure, you have to safeguard your land, right? Your country, your nation, your citizen. You have to keep the peace. You have to secure the borders. But at the same time, you need to aim the future of the future of your country, right? Which must be in the safe hands, which must be secured. And obviously, for that purpose, you need to have modernization. You need to have certain plans, right? So that is what the futuristic, right? I think we are shorting in a time, less than a minute. You can rejoin once it get finished. So modernization program known as futuristic infantry soldier as a system, right? So this is what you can consider one point. And also upgrading and acquiring new assets. जर फ्युचरचा विचार करायचा असेल, तर obviously you will be definitely striving for upgradation and acquiring new assets for its armored artillery and aviation branches, right? So these are the this is